Hello again. Welcome to class 735. Okay, let's continue. But I have two jobs today, not one. Normally my job is to teach English to you, using my books or simply speaking to you. But today I have a second responsibility. I have to make sure that Marta, with her timing, I have to make sure that she doesn't fall asleep. Last night, she was in the hospital with her son, Victor, because he has laryngitis, laringitis. No pega ojo, como dice aquí. She didn't sleep a wink. No durmió un guiño, ni un guiño. O sea, she didn't sleep a wink. And so she's... and so I have to... as I'm teaching you, I'm going... If I look over there more often than usual, it's because I'm doing my second job. Yeah. Somebody has to assume the responsibility. Somebody has to take on the responsibility of making sure that this program, the show must go on. Show must go on. The show must go on, even if she falls asleep. So, if towards the end, if I see she's asleep, I'm not going to do anything. But if I feel that perhaps the time is close, I'll wake her up. All right, and she can say, is that okay? All right. I have a feeling she won't fall asleep. But you see the poor girl, my voice, she's listening to my voice. It's a perfect lullaby, una nana perfecta. Es un somnífero, it's a sleeping pill. Yes, a perfect sleeping pill for people, just to go to sleep. In fact, I used it for myself many years ago when I started doing television. At night, I watched myself on television to see if my opinion, I was doing things okay. And I remember more than once I fell asleep in front of myself. Yeah. I'm probably the only person in the world who has fallen asleep in front of themselves. Okay, let's continue where we left off yesterday, the translation booklet. Page 298, number 8. No dispares hasta que le veas los ojos. Don't shoot until you see his eyes. It's interesting, in Spanish, no dispares hasta que no le veas los ojos is also correct. Don't shoot until you see. Claro, en español los dos son correctos. No dispares hasta que le veas. No dispares hasta que no le veas. Strangely, both mean the same thing. But in English, the affirmative. Don't shoot until you see his eyes. Well, that's a strange sentence. Why this sentence? Because in 1814, Andrew Jackson, who became president 14 years later, or 15, he became president in 1829, March 1829, and Andrew Jackson was a president for 8 years. He was the seventh president, I think. Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Quincy Adams, Jackson. He was the seventh president of the United States. But before he became president, he was a general. He was an army general in the Battle of New Orleans, la Batalla de Nueva Orleans, against the British. The Americans and the British fought two wars. The War of Independence between 1976 and 1981, 5 years, and then the War of 1812, 3 years, from 1812 to 1815. In both cases, the United States won. And one of the most important battles was the Battle of New Orleans. And Andrew Jackson said to his men, don't shoot until you see the white of their eyes. No dispares hasta que no veáis el blanco de sus ojos, de las tropas. And so they waited, and the British were marching, and finally, There's a very famous song. I went down to New Orleans. All right, so don't shoot. Disparar is to shoot. No tienes que agradecérmelo. You don't have to thank me. Just buy the books, okay? You don't have to thank me. You don't have to thank me. Simply buy the books. You don't have to thank me. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for money, right? Somos mercenarios al fin y al cabo, Marta. She's still awake, by the way. We're mercenaries. Do you work for money? Or do you work simply for the joy of professional activity? Las dos. Okay. All right. Me too. Yes, sir. I don't work only for money, but I need money. Yeah. Do you need money? Yeah, she needs money too. All right. Money makes the world. Don dinero. Yeah. Poderoso caballero es don dinero. It was Quevedo. Yeah. Money makes the world go round, the world go around. Money makes the world go round. Hay otra canción que dice love makes the world go round. El amor. So yeah. And Freddie Mercury has a song, Fat Bottom Girls makes the rockin' world go round. So there are many different opinions. All right, no tienes que agradecérmelo. You don't have to thank me. Agradeceselo. Thank him. Así de sencillo. Agradecemelo. Anda. Thank me. Thank me. Te quiero agradecer. I want to thank you. To thank is agradecer. Thank God. Gracias a Dios. Thank God. O sea, agradece a Dios. Que quede agradecido. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. It's a good thing. Thank God. All right. Thank God I'm here to make sure she doesn't fall asleep. Thank God. Lo hago porque es mi deber. I do it. Richard, why do you do it? Repeat the question, please. Why do you do it? Do what? Teach English on television. Why do I do it? 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 Because it's my duty. Really? Yeah. I know how to teach on television. Why not? It's fun. Can you think of a better activity? I enjoy many things. I enjoy composing music. I enjoy walking in the park. I enjoy playing solitaire. I enjoy playing chess. I enjoy reading books. I enjoy many, many things, but I also enjoy teaching English. On television, on the radio, or in the classroom. I enjoy everything. I don't enjoy eating green peppers. Esos pimientos verdes, no. I don't enjoy eating green peppers. But otherwise, I enjoy everything. Lo hago porque es mi deber. I do it because it's my duty, my duty. Tengo mis dudas. I have my doubts. Recuerda que la B es muda. I have my doubts. Es mi expresión en castellano. Tengo mis dudas. I have my doubts. Yeah. Is the current president of the United States 100% clear psychologically? I have my doubts. I doubt. To doubt, dudar. Yo dudo que sea verdad. I doubt that it's true. I have my doubts. ¿Le gusta a él? No, a él no. Sí, yes. Le gusta hacer sentir incómoda a la gente. Oh. He likes to make people feel uncomfortable. Some people, especially bosses in a position of authority, exercise their authority in such a way as to make other people feel uncomfortable. Some people like to intimidate. Yeah. Does your boss intimidate? No? ¿No intimida? No. Su estilo de mando es otro. All right. His management style is not to intimidate, But this person, le gusta hacer sentir incómoda a la gente. He likes to make people feel uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. Remember the pronunciation. Cómodo, confortable. Comfortable. Comfortable. 3 sílabas. 4 sílabas como palabra. 3 al decir la palabra. Nobody in the English-speaking world says comfortable. Everybody says comforter. Como las verduras cómodas, ¿te acuerdas? Comfortable vegetables. It's got vegetables, no, vegetables. Vegetable, bowl, como toro al final, bowl. Vegetable, comfortable. O sea, verduras cómodas. Yo solo como verduras cómodas. Cómodas. I only eat comfortable vegetables. Marta, I never eat uncomfortable vegetables. All right, comfortable. Pero esto es incómodo. Le gusta hacerle sentir a la gente incómoda. He likes to make people feel. Fíjate cómo largo un poco la doble E de feel. Os cuesta alargar. El idioma español es un idioma de H de carnicero. Staccato. Y os cuesta decir feel. Sentir. Okay. Feel. Os cuesta sentir. Yeah. I remember my first date in Spain. Mi primera cita con una chica en España. Do you remember la historia? No. Cacereña. De Cáceres. Casi como tú, eh? Cáceres. And she was pretty. She was a pretty girl. And my spoken Spanish was more or less okay. This is my first month in Spain. I was 20 years old. And I had trouble understanding her. And I said, "Can you repeat?" And she said, "Can you speak more slow? Can you repeat it more slowly?" Okay, and she said, "He dicho que es mejor que vayamos." And lo cortaba en sílabas. It's even more difficult. In English, el español es un idioma de H de carnicero. El inglés es de viscoso sirope. Entonces, to speak, for example, I have 2 pencils in my left hand. Okay, I have 2 pencils in my left hand. A lo español, I have 2 pencils in my left hand. Que conste. Now, in English, if you say, "Richard, I don't understand you. Speak more slowly." I have 2 pencils in my left hand. Okay. Y la cacereña, if she wanted me to understand, she said, "He dicho que es mejor." She can't stop. Si la mantengo despierta. It's just different languages with different phonetics and different flow. You understand? It's a different flow. Voy a levantar el libro. Okay. Y abrirlo. All right. I'm going. Okay. To speak slowly means lengthening, alargando las sílabas. Más despacio, como una melaza. Yeah. Yes. How do you say? Como aceite hidráulico. Okay? Like that. All right, where are we? I've lost my place. Le gusta hacerle sentir incómoda a la gente. He likes to make people feel uncomfortable. He likes to make people feel uncomfortable. All right. No les obligues a hacer eso. Don't make them do that. Don't make them. O sea, no les hagas hacer eso. Don't make them do that. That's humiliating. Es humillante. It's humiliating. Don't make them do that. Don't obligate them to do that. Pero se dice poco obligate. Don't oblige them to do that, incluso menos. Don't make them do that. Don't have them do that. All right, don't make them do that. Déjame intentar convencerle. Let me try to convince him. Come on, I can convince him. How? Well, I have a gun. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's easier to convince people if you have a gun. Yeah. I remember one time I was playing parchisi. 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 Sí, jugar al parchís. You see, the original word is Italian, parchisi. And in English, the game is called parchisi. And I remember I was playing, and there was a husband and wife. And I noticed that the husband had a gun. And I said, woof, Rafa has a gun. And the wife said, well, don't worry, but Rafa likes to keep the game moving, eh? So don't, keep the game moving because, okay, déjame intentar convencerle. Let me try to convince him. Let me try to convince him. I know how to convince him. No, you don't. He's very stubborn. He's terco, testarudo. He's very stubborn. Stubborn. But I can convince him. I know a secret. Okay, let me try to convince him. Él es muy terco. He's very stubborn. He's very stubborn. ¿Cuándo nació el bebé? When was the baby born? When was the baby born? By the way, I have 3 granddaughters now. Yeah. My son had a daughter, his first child, he and his wife, in Los Angeles, California. And now I have 2 granddaughters from my daughter and 1 granddaughter from my son. And her name is Marina Jo. Marina Jo. Jo, J-O. Because my mother's name was Mary Jo. Mary Jo. And my daughter-in-law's mother was Marina. So Mary Jo, Marina Jo. But I think they're going to call my new granddaughter Mary Jo. I like the name Mary Jo. Do you like the name Mary Jo? Yeah, Mary Jo. María José. Vamos, Mary Jo. Okay, Mary Josephine, María Josefina. Mary Josephine. Mary Jo. My mother's name was Mary Jo. She was a wonderful lady, very special. Yeah, very sweet. With a very, very special Texas accent. Texas, Louisiana. Strange. People couldn't believe it. I remember my friends, when we were living in Oklahoma, in Tulsa, I remember my friends calling me hey, can I talk to Ricky, please? To Rick? Is Rick there? And my mother answered the phone. Well, I really don't know. Just a second and I'll call him. Rick! And finally I come down, said, hey, yeah. Charlie, hi. Hey, does your mother really talk like that? They were so surprised. And the people in Oklahoma basically have the same accent as the people in Texas. But my mother's accent was very, very singular. I never met a person with my mother's accent. Finger. She didn't say finger. She said fanger, fanger, fanger. My fingers. I have five fingers on my right hand. I have 5 fingers on my right hand. And my mother said, I have 5 fingers on my right hand. Oscurecía la I latina. Right. Oyes, right. Right, casi es como rata, no? Right. Right hand. She was a lovely lady. Yes. Y ese acento, hipnotizaba cualquiera. Oh, yes. I said, I can't believe it. I just want to listen to you. Many people just paid attention to my mother simply listening to the way she talked. ¿Será posible? Me encanta escucharla. Yeah, me no. I grew up with that. But in any case, ¿cuándo va a nacer el bebé? O sea, primero, ¿cuándo nació el bebé? When was the baby born? When was the baby born? ¿Cuándo fue el niño dado a luz? O parido, porque to bear is dar a luz. O parir. To bear, bore, born. Wear, wore, worn. Tear, tore, torn. Bear, bore, born. When was the baby born? When was the baby? Ahora futuro, ¿no? ¿Cuándo va a nacer el bebé? When is the baby going to be born? The baby has already been born. All right. Yes, the baby came 2 weeks early. Yeah. The official date, what you say salir de cuentas, the official date was the 31st of December. But it was 2 weeks early. Yes. Regalo pre-Navidad. All right, a pre-Christmas present. Cuando sea mayor, yo quiero ser abogado. Oh, Dios me libre. When I grow up, I want to be a lawyer. Can you imagine a little boy, 7 years old, said, hey, Jaimito, Jimmy, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a lawyer. Okay. Are you sure, Jimmy? Yes. I want to be a criminal lawyer. Ah, okay. Penal, de la sala de lo penal. All right. Well, Jimmy's very ahead of his time. Cuando sea mayor, when I grow up, se dice así, cuando yo crezca, when I grow up, I want to be a lawyer. Vamos a ver si están en casa. All right? Let's see if they're at home. Let's see if they're at home. Let's see if they're. Let us see. Let's see if they are home or at home. He's home. He's at home. Lo correcto es he is at home. ¿Dónde estás, Richard? Estoy en casa. Where are you? I'm at home. I'm home. También se dice, incluso más, creo. Lo correcto es at home. Yes, let's see if he's at home. Let's see if they're at home. Sin embargo, yo diría probablemente, let's see if they're home. A ver si están en casa. Let's see if they're home. Let's see if they're home. Let's see if they are at home. Let's see if they're at home. All right, la línea de teléfono, la línea de ellos. Lleva 3 horas comunicando. The line has been busy for 3 hours. Well, this doesn't happen anymore because nobody has landline telephone. Everybody has a cell phone. Is it time? How much time do we have left? Not too much. Are you falling asleep? You're okay? She says she's okay. All right. But the line has been busy. Ya no se dice. La línea comunica. Comunica. Ya no se dice. The line's busy. We say, está fuera de cobertura, está apagado o fuera de cobertura. Okay. All right. I don't know how to say that in English. I don't know. I haven't used cell phones in the United States. All right. Él nunca alcanzó su potencial. He never reached his potential. Richard, have you reached your potential? No. Nobody reaches his or her potential. Nobody. Everybody has much more potential than they realize in life. Now, some people achieve a lot of things. Some people accomplish incredible things. But their potential, we never reach our potential. So, y él tampoco. Él nunca alcanzó su potencial. He never reached. He never reached his, comunico con, enlazo con his. He never reached his potential. All right, sigo creyendo que era un gran hombre, o que fue un gran hombre. Nunca sé si es fue o era. Sigo creyendo que fue un gran hombre. I still think he was a great man. I still think he was a great man. I still think, sigo creyendo, I still think, todavía creo. aunque no alcanzase su potencial. Even though he didn't reach his potential, I still think he was a great man. Esto es fácil de hacer. Esto de enseñar inglés es fácil de hacer. This is easy to do. This is easy to do. What? To teach on television. I don't understand why people have trouble talking to a camera. It's so easy. The first time in my life I was in front of a television camera, I was 54 years old. The first time in my life. A piece of cake. I don't understand why people get so nervous. I don't understand it. But cada uno, to each his own. A cada uno lo suyo, to each his own. Tengo algunas personas a las que llamar. I have some people to call. So I have to go. I have to say goodbye because I have some people to call. See you tomorrow.